Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 71 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, it's time for us to go after Ruby Weapon here, and I killed off two of my allies because this will be important to ensure that they do not get removed from the battle anyway. As for Cloud's materia, I still got the Apocalypse on him so he can gain a ton of AP later on, even though I've mostly mastered materia on. It doesn't really matter all that much. HP plus is good to make sure he's more survivable. Magic plus to make my magic even stronger. Mime is very important because I'll be using that a lot. HP absorb is paired with Knights of the Round so that when I use Knights of the Round, I can get some HP back, provided I lose any. Hades with MP absorb is very important to recover some MP later on. W summon is also key so I can use those two summons at once. And of course enemy skill because I might use Big Guard. Alright, so what we need to do is find Ruby Weapon himself, and he's right over there. I shall take you out now. You know, I'll be doing this solo. Even though I'm not really solo, I got two of my summons to back me up. I've been absorbing, like, a lot of sources by way of stuff that I've been morphing through the Sunken Galnica. And trust me, it saved my ass to ensure that Cloud's even stronger. Okay, Big Guard's something I want to do first. I don't know why I'm selecting the other two, because they're, well, knocked out. And I'm not planning to bring them back to avoid Whirl Sand altogether. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so remember, when you're doing W Summon, select Hades, but don't target Ruby Weapon. Target the tentacles. Then, use Knights of the Round on Ruby Weapon. By doing this, I'll recover some MP by way of Hades, and I'll get some HP back by way of Knights of the Round, who will attack 13 times for over 9,000 damage, by the way. Which is pretty bitchin'. 9,000 damage, 13 times, is nothing to sneeze at. And it's usually over 9,000, not exactly 9,000, let me tell you that much right now. Let me grab my cell phone out so I can use the calculator on it. So I can, like, get a good barometer, like how much damage I'm doing. Like, well over, like, a minimum of 117,000 damage per Knights of the Round casting. And this guy has, like, 800,000 HP. I'd probably have to cast this thing around 7 times in order to beat him. And that's if the tentacles withstand the entire salvo of attacks. If they don't, then Hades will also target Ruby Weapon, possibly paralyzing, blinding, and slowing him down. Like, this is downright ridiculous what I got going on here. Some of those attacks do over 9,400. That is just downright insane. Keep in mind, I did not come up with this strategy on my own. I mean, I had to do a lot of surfing on the internet to find this stuff because, well, I'm not the greatest Final Fantasy VII player, so I'd probably be going in there trying to use all three of my allies, and then just paying a heavy price for it. What's gonna make this guy a pain in the ass, because when Ruby Weapon is hit by a summon, usually Knights of the Round, he'll counter with Ultima, so hopefully I'll get a lot of AHP back before I get hit by it, even though it can have a tendency to miss. I don't know how much HP I'm going to get back from it, though. Hopefully a lot. Let's find out. Enough to get me to full. I think that's pretty good. I got nothing to complain about. And thanks to a Big Guard, that only did around 3,000 damage. Oh, don't break the chain there. Remember, as long as you're using Mime, you gotta make sure this is the only thing you're doing. Otherwise, if you break the chain, you're not gonna be able to survive it. Because then you just have to do all this shit again. Not to mention, I don't have a lot of levels on Knights of the Round and Hades, so I wouldn't be able to cast them more than once. Well, Knights of the Round I think it's twice, because I got that to like 2 stars. But that'd be it. Hades, I think, is still at 1.
Which is a bit of a disappointment. But oh well, life goes on, I suppose. It would be weird if somehow I get hit by Ultima and I'm suddenly at like 7,777 HP, which will just put me tentacles, they do gravity-based physical damage, and the other tentacle will just do MP damage. And it can drain a lot of MP if you're not careful. I think we saw that when I first bought Ruby Weapon, just to show off what kind of power it has. I love that animation right there when you take an axe to the throat. So yeah, this guy's gonna get good. Him and his, like, stretchy arms. Like, all I literally have to do is wait for my turn, hit down, and then press circle twice. Like, that's literally how this fight's gonna go down. Every time I use Knights of the Round, I'm recovering all my HP. Oh, I think I missed. Ruby Ray. I think that's non-elemental. But even that didn't hurt so much. Okay, so I have Omni Slash ready, but I don't think I really need to use it. That may not be a good idea to use it. Even though it's nice to know that it's there. It just might be a big mistake to break the chain now. I'll stick with what works, because that'll get me the win. Like, I literally only have to do two different things. First is the big guard, and then just use the W summon of Hades Knights of the Round. Just keep miming while doing these three things, and then I win! It's literally that simple! Provided you have the materia to make this work. Remember, if you did not get the gold chocobo, then it's pointless. Then you wouldn't be able to get Knights of the Round anyway. So now we wait. I think this is the third? Yeah, I think it's the third time we cast this. So I think we're still only like, what, halfway through the fight. Which is not bad. You're doing so little work and so little planning. Well, there's a lot of planning, but that's before the fight. During the fight, it's not so much. Like, that's one way to break this fight wide open. I don't think it'll be that easy for Emerald Weapon, though. That one has 1 million HP. That fight could take a hell of a long time. And I would need a completely different setup to make that work. So, good luck with doing that one. So, are we getting any closer to his demise? Probably down around like 400,000 HP left if I had to guesstimate.
And it just seemed very disjointed if I sped it up. Like, see, I recover it all. Oh my god, those tentacles just won't die. Can you imagine how hilarious it would be if Ruby Weapon died before the tentacles did? Okay, the tentacles are gone. Alright, so use Mime again. Now this time, both attacks will hit Ruby Weapon. So if he's paralyzed, I don't have to worry about Ultima anymore. Then I just keep repeating the progress. Not the progress, the process. Until he's dead. So, I feel bad for this jabroni right here. I guess if you didn't have these kind of summons, you could have just used Dazers, which you can steal from Bound Bats over in the northern continent. But it would just take up so much time. Not to mention my steel turned to Mug, so I might kill it without actually stealing the item. Well, you could have used the other steel materia, the one that follows through when you master the steel materia. We'll just see what happens. I mean, you got many ways to go about this. I'm just gonna sit by and hope to God that this is the last time I have to cast all this. Knights of the Round is pretty much the only reason why this fight is so lengthy. Otherwise, you know, if I could just skip the animations, everything would be coming up Millhouse. Like, this would be over by now. But alas, this is not the case. Just waiting for this to be all over. And it will not be long. Even though it has been long. Is this it? Is this really it? Nope, he's still alive, but he can't move. So, yeah. I'm not taking any chances breaking this chain right now. Because it could be all over for me if I start getting too cocky. I'm gonna play it safe and play disciplined. To the point that I can destroy this guy now. Like Hades, you can just look at the guy. It's right there. There's no tentacles for you to aim at. it just looks a little bit awkward, like you're just looking away from your target. Oy. Can this be the last time? I'm done with this dude right now. Then I can focus on Emerald Weapon, which might take a little longer. It takes a long time for 800,000 HP to just go away. Like, this is the proof right here. I'm giving it to him straight, let me tell you that much right now. I'm sure this will be quite a story to tell, like from Ryan Bragg, who's also Let's Playing this game, as well as, well, 300,000 other Final Fantasy games knowing him. But anyways, he's been looking forward to this game for a long time, and he's been often giving me some advice. Well, I can't blame him, because, well, I'm not that great at Final Fantasy VII, and he's played this game a lot. So he pretty much knows all the tricks. I just noticed that Ruby Weapon's fingers kind of look like dongs. Don't make this look like I want to see that. It's just an observation. Oh my god, we finally did it. That took for freaking ever. Hey, what are you guys doing down there? Okay, we got the achievement unlocked. Mime got mastered, so we have another mime materia, which would be nice. And we got the Desert Rose. Desert Rose is good because you want to go to Calm, because right now there's an actual traveler there. The traveler in Calm wants rare items, and in exchange he'll give you other rare items. So I think you find him over here? I think it's his house? I'm not gonna talk to you. You're not the traveler, but... Meteor's coming, right? Where will I stash my money? Wait, maybe I'm gonna take it with me and get out of here. No, you can give it to me. I'm fine. I'm a little broke. You know, I only got, like, what, 1.3 million gil. The world's changed a lot in the past few days. A huge meteor is covering up the sky and acting like it owned it. A lot of my friends have died. I'm going on a journey to pray for their souls. A map that was sunk along with the ship. Guidebook. A rose that blooms once every 1,000 years in the desert. Desert Rose. A harp that soothes those who hear it. The Earth Harp. I wonder if there's anyone who will bring it to me. Oh, it's Desert Rose. Want to trade it for that gold chocobo over there? Yeah, you'll get a gold chocobo. Which is cool if you don't have one already, but I went through the painstaking process of getting one. So, I don't really need you, alright? Sorry, I gotta do it. It's sad, I know, but then again, I'm the dude that released someone's Pokemon in Pokemon Crystal. Like, someone gave me a Pokemon, it was an NPC, they gave me a Pokemon to look after it, to protect it from Team Rocket, and then I went and released it. Yeah, I was that kind of dude. It's just Pokemon, not real life. Okay, there was one other thing I wanted to do before I called it an episode. Well, actually, it could be two things. Well, first things first, let's get everybody back to normal. Oh, apparently tents do not work on downed allies. So I'd use the Phoenix down first. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, it took me a lot of trouble to get some elixirs. I used something called the W item glitch just to get them. I'll probably show it off later on. But for now, why don't we just go over to Cosmo Canyon, and then we can go take care of some business. I think I've done a lot of leveling with the magic materia in particular, and if you get them all mastered, like all different kinds, you should be able to get something really nice. I keep forgetting where's a good spot to land. I think it's over here. Yeah, I think it was over here. Imagine if I still had my gold chocobo with me. Let's see, you don't need long range anymore. Where's your W item materia? W item. Up, there it is! So we get in a battle, I'll show it off. Like, how you pull off this glitch. which sadly only works on items you can use in battle, so sources are completely out of the question. If I could have just done that, then we would have finished this fight a hell of a long time ago. Okay, so what you gotta do, you gotta select one item that you want to duplicate, select it first. And then, you go to any other item, select it, but don't confirm. Do it again, do it again. It's like circle X, circle X, circle X. And there you go, you can cancel out, and then you'll still be able to do what you want. We haven't even shown off Omni Slash yet, so why don't we do that right now? This is what I wanted to do against that Proud Claw in the Battle Arena, but I forgot. Where's the Battle Square? Yeah, I think it's Battle Square. Yeah, that is just straight up killing power. If Sephiroth gets hit by that, he's toast. He will not stand a chance. Alrighty then. I think it's time for us to go. Alright, let's go pay Bugenhagen a visit. Well, not really Bugenhagen, but the huge materia. Well, he's on the way, so there's that. So if things go according to plan and we defeat Emerald Weapon in probably the next episode, we're that close to the end of the Let's Play. I feel pretty excited about that because, well, it's time to move on to other projects. I haven't decided what my next big project is going to be after Final Fantasy VII is finished. Could be one of those Christmas special games that I had confirmed for a long time. You never know. I think you get there over here. Yeah, I remember now. Oh, you gotta hit that switch. There you go. I don't think I'm gonna get a Master Summon Materia because, well, it takes a long time to get those mastered. Huge Materia. It's glowing strangely. Let's get closer. Emitted a gentle glow. The color is the same as Magic Materia. You get a Magic Materia blend. All maximum level Magic Materia will be blended. Maximum level Magic Materia has been lost. Received 1 Master Magic Materia. I will do that. It's gonna cost me at least 1 copy of all my mastered Magic Materia, 1 for each type of spell. But then, you get the Master Magic Materia, which is all the spells, just in 1 neat package. So yeah, some of them have been removed already. So if you have Master Magic on, just go to your spells. You have all of them now. Look at that. So, of course, you do lose all your mastered Magic Materia, but you can always try to master some more. And we'll go back down. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, before we do, have I been able to get the Master Command Materia? Or maybe I don't have that because Morph is not fully mastered. Let's try it. I think that might be the only one I have left to master before I can get the Master Command Materia. Yeah, I don't have enough. Alright. And we'll go back down. It does require a lot of work to get these Master Materias. Let me tell you that much right now. But if you can do it, I mean, it's going to make your life a little bit easier. Alright, so before I call it an episode, there's one more thing I like to do. And I don't know if I'll be able to actually do it. I guess we can find out. It does require me to go to Junon, though, like the underwater reactor, so why don't I meet you there? Okay, we made it to this little area right here, where, you know, the glass ceiling and the underwater tube and whatnot. Now this is very important, because this is where you find the ghost ship. The ghost ship is where you get the guidebook that the Calm Traveler needed. So I think to speed things up, I'm going to look for my enemy lure materia. It does decrease your luck, but that doesn't really matter. What I really want is to get into combat a little bit faster. That's not the enemy we are looking for, by the way. It almost looks like I got, like, camel toe face. Oh, it's called a diver nest. And it doesn't really morph into anything. That is a big disappointment. So I guess we'll just keep wandering around here until we find a ghost ship. Ghost ships are also found in Battle Square, but you cannot morph those anyway. There's also an enemy that we're not looking for, by the way. It's starting to disappoint me a little bit. I don't like that at all. Yeah, there's a ton of enemies I can actually counter nowadays. Light Curtain is not bad. Probably wouldn't use it, but it's nice to know it's there. Yeah, at least thanks to enemy lure, we don't have to run around so much. That's not what we're looking for either, and unfortunately we do have to fight because we got ambushed. I'll just meet you back here once we find a ghost ship. Okay, we finally found one! Of course, like, there was no off-camera battles I had. And then we just found one right away. Good thing I got a crit there, that made things a lot easier. And there, you get the guidebook. So, I will meet you back at Calm so we can talk to that traveler again. Alright, we made it back to Calm, so let's go find that traveler, who should still be in the exact same location. For some traveler, he's pretty lazy, just staying in one spot all the time. Oh, it's a guidebook! Want to trade it for this underwater materia? Okay, so the underwater materia is actually pretty good, and it will directly help you in your battle against Emerald Weapon. Because when you fight Emerald Weapon, remember when we had that 20-minute timer? Don't toss that! That could be fragile, you jerk! What are you tapping your feet at? So anyways, the underwater materia will just prevent you from, well, having that 20-minute timer to begin with. So if you have that equipped, you have infinite time to fight Emerald Weapon, or at least until you kill it or it kills you. That's pretty much the only thing that would end the fight. There you go. Alright, so now that we got that taken care of, I'm going to end the episode again, and in the next part, we're going to go down underwater and take on Emerald Weapon. Goodbye, everyone.